Hello everybody. This is Listening Lotus coming back to you with another reading. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions. I'm just really grateful. Thank you guys so much. Okay. I hope everybody is doing good, taking really good care of themselves. Definitely going outdoors as much as you possibly can. Get as much sunlight as you can. I know in different parts of the world you're not getting as much sun as maybe you once used to around this time or season, but do the best that you can to keep yourself um, as awakened or as aligned as you possibly can. Okay, so we're just going to see what's what, and then we're going to go from there. Again, thank you guys. Okay, I'm going to forever start off with gratitude. Okay, first card out we have is highest good. It says, I am a conduit, and to one who let me act, I let you act through me. I offer myself to you. May I be a conduit for your abundance. Use me for your highest good. So somebody is really accepting where they're at and allowing their, whoever you choose to speak to, God, ancestor, spirit, God, source, whatever, fill in the blank far as the actual name, but you're allowing yourself to be in alignment with your purpose. And I love that for you. So keep on going. I'm going to take them. Okay. Next card we have is True Nature. I know the eternal. And to one who can awaken my true nature of our souls, awaken me to the knowledge of the eternal. Let me know my true self as consciousness. And even with both of these cards coming out, somebody is doing a really good job with keeping themselves balanced, because even in this card showing balance between the physical and the spiritual, I love that. Okay. So just really understanding that, hey, you are in alignment both while you're down here and up there. And that's dope. Next card we have is Strength. I lean on you. Make me ready to call on you in even the most confusing situations, large or small. Let me include you. May I also lean on your strength, knowing your grace can unravel any dilemma. Okay? So being strong in your faith, in a sense, being strong mentally and physically, yes, also great. But this is more so of being and allowing yourself to lean on the strength of your spiritual practices and knowing that what you're doing is on the right path, because everything is working out for your highest good. Like I said, that was the first card that came out, first and foremost. And then lastly, we have is Beauty. It says, I am a spark of divinity. And to one who knows without question my own beauty, worthiness, and desirability, let me remember constantly who I am, love itself in a temporary human form. So allowing yourself to do things from not only a loving and open heart filled space, but just simply being more loving, doing things in more of a loving. I mean, how can you not be loving with, that for one, you are leaning on the strength of, like I said, source, spirit, guides, God, whoever you choose to speak to in regards to whatever your specific practice is. But you've gotten so to a personal balance within yourself, both eternally and eternally, externally, all the eternals, right? Um, where things have no choice but to simply work out in your favor. You've definitely done a lot of work to allow yourself, because I tell people all the time, okay, because it needs to be said, um, not doing things from an open heart space, not doing things from a place of love or a loving space, right? you're doing nothing but a disservice to yourself. Okay? You're doing nothing but a disservice to yourself because ultimately nobody wants to be mean and excuse me, nobody wants to be mean and angry and stuff all the time. Nobody wants to be the grouch from Sesame Street. Let's just keep it a buck, right? And you choosing love every time, even if sometimes it has made you look crazy, but you're honoring yourself and showing up for yourself, understanding that this level of divinity, okay, um, is so harmonious that it is bound to work out later on in your favor, even if it's temporarily not working out, okay? But I don't feel like that's what's going on in these cards. So let's see. Releasing fear. Yeah. Especially with that strength card. Releasing fear. Okay. Move through me in all ways. Guide my actions in every moment. Let me release all fear and feel unbridled openness to the new. Okay. So not only are you being open and having an open heart and being more open minded, just period, but you're releasing all fears that you may have once had. You're feeling a lot more, because even in his highest good card, he's given high priestess the way she looks. Okay, just looking bountiful, plentiful. And then we have sacred self. I know I am love. So on top of you spreading love and beauty, but you owning it with the sacred self card, it says, one who knows my worth in every moment, let me experience that I am love. My own sacred self will always draw kindred spirits. And with that being said, right, maybe you're being fearful about a certain connection between you and somebody, and that's fairly normal, especially if this is like some, to all my singles that are possibly dating or whatnot. um you know Especially in this day and age and the way they have said how dating has been. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. But being open to new possibilities. Okay. And really trusting yourself and trusting um how you are and who you are, with knowing that you like attracts like. And where you're at now, your energy is so abundant, it's so across the board, it's great. But you're still a little bit fearful because you may have those moments where you're potentially worrying about the what ifs, or um having certain levels of insecurities that may want to creep up on you. And so keeping that in check and knowing that you will attract people that are, like it says, kindred spirits, or like attracts like. You'll attract people that are more in align with where you're going throughout your process. Okay, and not being fearful in case there may be some times that you do have to stand alone. Okay, being okay to be able to do so. Let's see. What else? So this is really good. It says release inner criticism. Ooh. Silence the inner critic. Speak to yourself with kindness and watch your confidence soar. And I'm going to put this right here in the middle because, or I'm going to put it under the fear card, because I do feel like even though you are feeling strong, whether if that's feeling strong mentally, physically, in all, in all areas, but a little bit of you is fearful of potential outcomes with maybe just things that you want to see have happen in your life, whether if it's certain goals or certain relationships. Um, Fill in the blank to what that is for you. But you're being your own critic, and you're not allowing yourself to really breathe. Like you, this natural flowing energy in the top of these both cards, you have to be mindful to keep yourself in a state of freedom and balance. Okay. To know that you are love in itself. You know, what you give off is enough. You are enough. Okay. I would, even in this card, as you can see, like somebody is journaling. Maybe journal out and write out some of those things that you are fearful about, just so you're releasing that energy in itself, and you're releasing that fearful energy, and you know, maybe bury it or burn it. Okay. But doing even a healthy activity such as what I just named will also keep yourself back balanced into, you know, this loving and divine, beautiful energy that you've kind of been in. But we know that jitters and stuff do happen and they come. And so, yeah, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And writing is such a healthy skill set, or a healthy art to it, right? Because it allows you to not only release what you're thinking and putting it out um, on the paper. You know, how did they used to say it? I know I'm paraphrasing, but I believe it's Erica Badu. She used to say, if you write things down, and this is just with manifesting, right? Now, of course, with them writing down in the sense of this exercise, it's you just releasing any fears or jitters that you may have and getting that out, right? But even when you're manifesting things that you write down, okay, with a real paper and a real pen, okay, those things happen into fruition. They happen in real life. And that's the reason why a lot of times, whether if it's you have a business or um, even when children are doing their homework, you know, and they're problem solving, they always say, write stuff down, because it's the process of, um, it's almost a sense of dopamine. You can get a dopamine hit from just writing things down and getting and releasing and getting stuff out from your internal, or from your you know, your internal being, and actually putting it onto physical paper, into fruition, where it is. This is something that you can see. You can see a game plan. You can see things being mapped out as to how you're going to get to point A to point B, okay, in a realistic time. Um, that whole process in itself is allowing yourself to see manifestation form with just that process alone, okay? But yes, most importantly, talking to yourself with love, giving yourself more love, and keeping yourself balanced, and also understanding that you are stronger than what you think. Okay, you are definitely stronger than what you think. Period. Let's see if there is anything else. I do feel like this one was pretty short, sweet, to the point. Okay. And the crystal we have, yeah, Sunstone. It came out again in a previous reading. You are recharging yourself, okay, with this Sunstone card. Matter of fact, I'm going to read from the book so that we got a complete full about this card. It's asking for a spiritual recharge. It says you are ready for an energetic burst of energy, a mind, body, and spirit recharge. Rise and shine like the light of a new day. Perhaps you have had a lot on your plate lately and are feeling overwhelmed or just exhausted in general. Drawing this card is giving you the energy you've needed to refill your cup, recharge your battery, and get back to the mindset that you can to accomplish anything. Likewise, in relationships, a sense of joy will start coming back in the daily interactions that you have with others. Let your inner light shine through onto others as you raise the vibration back to joy. Sunstone brings a flow of solar energy unlike any other crystal. It lights up your being like a new dawn, giving you that much needed ray of sunshine just as it does to a resting plant. The crystal ushers in a feeling of joy and strength. Okay, there go the strength again. In leadership and allows you to shine that golden light onto others as though it's coming out of your pores. Aligning with the energy of Sunstone allows your inner glow to shine through in everything that you do. Okay? So, recharging yourself, replenishing yourself. And what better way to do that by simply writing stuff down and releasing it? Okay? Writing stuff down and releasing it. This is really good. And I do feel like whoever I'm speaking to, because I never know who I'm speaking to, that you've done a good balance thus far with being true to yourself and being confident that everything is going to work out with the highest good that came out first. Okay. So you're well aware of what you're doing. It's just sometimes we tend to fall off. Okay. Sometimes we stay on track with our eating habits and then we might have a cheeseburger. Right now, you're kind of having a cheeseburger moment. You need to get back to your fruits and veggies. Okay. And understanding that what you're doing is bigger than you, which you do already understand that. But what I mean in its totality is you're understanding that even when your energy is off, it does affect and it can affect the people, places, and things that you are subjugating yourself to. Okay? Simple as that. Simple as that. The beauty that you usually give out to others, you understand that you have to continue to do that within reason. Once you're recharged, because right now it's more so you pouring back into yourself, and what better way to pour back into yourself than journaling, really getting those extra thoughts out, okay, so that you can keep yourself. It's almost like storage, right? Like mental storage. You need to delete some of the things that you have in your trash folder so that you can have more space to have make new memories and take pictures and be able to save them without the warning line coming on saying, hey, you know, you need to recharge some. You need to pay your subscription. Oh boy. But yeah, just give yourself more grace and definitely be more gentle with yourself. The fear that you have about something working out, it's valid. Okay, because we're always going to look at the duality. But more times than none, the outcome that you are looking for, is better to stay in on the positive attributes so that that can actually manifest and come to fruition. So thank you guys so much for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions. If this resonated, definitely, let me know in the comments. I appreciate any feedback that anybody provides at all times. Thank you guys so much. And in the meantime, between time, definitely take care of yourself. Drink your water, go outside, and hey, journal. Add that to the list. Journal. Get those last minute jitters out. Okay. Those extra thoughts that you don't feel comfortable sharing with anybody else, those sacred spaces that you may not want to initially share with others. Okay. There still needs to be a form of healthy releasing, and what better way than to write things down and watch things happen in real life. And in the meantime, in between time, I will talk to you guys.